Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's finally happened. We finally had the new expansion announcement. We had the new game mode announcement. We have a lot of stuff to discuss in this video. Plus, at the end of the video, I have a major channel announcement, so you'll want to stick around for that. So let's get right into it. I'm sure you probably have heard I'm a little bit late, but I really wanted to put my thoughts together and really organize what the whole next month is going to look for this channel. But anyways, let's go into it. So the year of the Gryphon is upon us. That is the next year, the year of the dragon. The year of the Phoenix ends once, rotation occurs, and we're gonna have the year of the Gryphon. And Forged in the Barrens is the brand new expansion that's gonna be coming out. There will be a mini set with it in like 2 months after that. And basically you can expect that every single time for every expansion going forward. So what's the Forge of the Barrens like? Well, you got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. You got brand new spell archetypes. Spells will now have their own tribes, like fire, holy, all sorts of stuff. I think there's 7 different ones, and basically other cards will be able to like perhaps buff them, interact with them. So that's one thing going on. And then you have a new mechanic in Frenzy, where basically if a minion takes damage, it will proc an effect. So it's kind of like, when your minion's in rage +3 attack, it's a little bit like that. But yeah, like if the minion immediately is, let's say there's this minion here, right? It's like a 5-mana 5/6. If it's damaged in any way, whether it attacked or whatever, and it survives, it'll attack a random enemy character. So basically Frenzy will activate if it takes some damage, whatever. So that's the new keyword. And then, they showed off some stuff, but we're not going to get into the details of cards yet. Again, I'll explain that at the end of the video. Yeah, they also added a brand new legendary right into the game. We've seen this plenty of times. They released the legendary early, so if you log in right now, you can gain access to this legendary. This legendary is Shadow Hunter Vol'jin, and it's a 5-mana 3/6 battle cry. You choose a minion, and then you swap it with a random one in its owner's hand. So if you target one of your own minions, you'll swap with the random minion. If you target like your opponent's minion, it'll swap with one of their minions. So it's like a kind of like a dirty rat. You can also cheese out big stuff or bounce a Zephyrus, who knows, whatever. It's a pretty cool card. Give it a go. You can bounce some Librams away. Pretty cool card, and actually has some counterplay aspects to it, kind of like a very expensive dirty rat, but at least it's cool in that regard. And I believe we can expect the expansion to come out around March 23rd. I'm not sure if it's officially announced, but the pre-order basically ends then, so it's pretty likely there. It's a Tuesday. March 23rd is a likely date, but I'm not 100% sure, and once I know the date for sure, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, there's also the new mode announced, Mercenaries. It's like a RPG, Hearthstone RPG apparently, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's Slay the Spire. I even made a tweet like, I predicted this, I predicted duels, now I predicted this. But apparently it's not a deck builder like Slay the Spire. It's more of like an RPG type adventure. We'll have to wait and see. This details are a little bit slight on that, so we don't know exactly yet. But again, that is the new mode. It will not be out soon though. It's going to come out this year at some point. So they originally said phase 3 that a new mode would come out and it wasn't going to be classic. Well, it turns out it won't come out in time, but I think with everything going on in the world, you can understand why it might be delayed a bit. Hopefully they just get it right. Let it sit. I don't think any of us, we have a lot of new content coming. I don't think it's a big deal. They'll have to wait for the new mode for a little bit. And you can pre-order the expansion in the shop right now. And there's something that really pisses me off about the pre-order. I'm not going to lie. You have the usual thing like the $80 one, the $50 one, and you get 80 packs and I think 40 packs or whatever, and some golden legendaries, and some, like if you get the expensive one, you get the perks for Battlegrounds. But the Tavern Pass, again, nowhere to be found. You cannot get the Tavern Pass even if you spend like I did on both pre-orders. This is my job, so I got to do it. Both pre-orders, and I don't still get the Tavern Pass. I'll have to spend $20 more for that if I want to get it, like all the cosmetics and the increased XP. I think that's incredibly lame. I think it should be included. It's a ridiculous amount of money you have to spend, considering I'm still not going to get the entire expansion with this. So I was really disappointed to see that the Tavern Pass is still separate from the pre-orders despite the outrage before. So I think that's lame. I think they should change that, but it is what it is for now. So be aware before you pre-order. If you do, you are not getting the Tavern Pass included in there. And they also revealed a bunch of like the classic rework stuff, like the Shaman hero power. They're getting rid of spell damage totem and giving this one. It gives like +1 attack. They reworked a couple other Shaman cards. I'll get to that in a future video. But yeah, the Shaman rework happened. I had called for that earlier in the year in a Shaman video and talked about the hero power and some of the cards, so that's good to see. Baku Odd Shaman's kind of screwed though, because they lose a spell damage totem, so that sucks. And they reworked a couple of like the major dragons like Ysera, Olagos, Deathwing, all sorts of stuff. Again, we'll review that in another video, but it's cool to see we'll have the iconic dragons in there, but they're getting changed up. Even like Fireball is being changed up. It's getting its own spell tribe. All the old spells are getting the old spell tribe. So like I think Mage's Fireball gets fire on it, so that's pretty cool. And apparently Jiraxis is going to get reworked as like a hero card, I heard. That hasn't been officially revealed yet, but that's like a spoiler on Reddit. And they also snuck in a nerf on Hayabes Allura. It went from 4 mana to 5 mana, basically trying to slow down the ramp Cheese Paladin. The card had like a 90% win rate on the coin. I said it would get nerfed because of that. It is. So if you want to, if you log in today, you can disenchant it, get full value, or just keep playing. This is a pretty harsh nerf to the card. I would have liked to see them at least bump up the stats or something as a compensation, but no, strictly a mana. And yeah, Hayabes Allura probably pretty ripped. So you might want to disenchant it, but again, you can hold on to it. I always recommend disenchanting right away. You get full value. If you want to recraft it later, you just basically, you know, you break even. Anyways, just a lot of cool stuff going on, but I can't really get that in depth about it because let's get into the channel announcement. Let's dive right in. So today it marks the 1-year anniversary of us YouTubing. 1 year, February 20th, 2020, I uploaded my Hall of Fame predictions video, and we did almost 400 videos throughout the year. Every single day, I think I missed like 2 or 3. Insane amount of content, and it's been great. We're over 21,000 subs. It keeps growing, and I don't plan on changing anything for the most part. I still plan on uploading daily, trying to up the production. We got the new mic. I want to get better lighting, maybe a green screen at some point. I don't know. But the channel announcement is I am planning on starting a new video series starting in next month. It's a project I've had in the back of my mind forever. I brought it up probably before, but I want to get it's like a passion thing to work like as like documentary style videos. I really love like historical documentary type things. Like if you ever watch Summoning Salt, he does like world record progression. He like does all this historic stuff, like tracking things. And I want to do that, but Hearthstone related, like a really in-depth thing on Hearthstone. And I thought maybe I could do 1 a month. So I might have to cut down 1 day of providing YouTube content to like focus on like scripting them and preparing them, because it's not going to be just a video I could put together in a day. So that's the idea. And I would try and have the first one out by the end of March and try and do like a production documentary series on Hearthstone every single month. So that's the first big announcement. And the second big one is how I'm going to do like the review schedule. Normally I wait till every card is out and then I rate them by stars for each class and the neutrals, and I'm still going to do that. But going forward, I just feel like I have such a big gap of content for you guys because there's cards coming out all the time that I will basically give my first impressions on every card as they come out, maybe like every day, every second day, whatever. I will, for both the core set, for both the expansion, I'll give my first impressions. There won't be star ratings. It'll just be first impressions. Here's the cards, check it out. And I'll put those out, try and make it like daily once the card reveals start. And then we'll still have our full on star rating at the end. So I'll provide you guys with a lot more content. I'll try and keep up with like our top 10 lists or discussion videos. This Week in Hearthstone will still be a weekly series. So there'll be a lot going on. And yeah, so there'll be more content for you guys to digest. And I don't have to hold off on talking about these cards for so long. And honestly, it's just such a pain between that gap. And then I have that crunch of trying to get it together. I'd rather just talk about it throughout the entire thing. So let me know if you guys are excited about that. And also I got a giveaway going on my Twitter right now. I'll link my link. Twitter's always linked below. I'll link the giveaway. I'm giving away a mega bundle. I'll try and give away more later. I don't get codes from Blizzard. This is all out of my pocket, but I love you guys. The community is awesome. I have to give back, so want to keep giving back. And check out the Twitter there. Hopefully we can do one on YouTube. I'll try and figure that out. But so later today you can expect the first first impressions video. I'll do the first impressions of all the core set cards, and then tomorrow morning I'll have my first impression on the new expansion cards. So 2 videos today, at least 1 tomorrow. Lots of content to digest. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Stay salty, my friends.